How y'all doing today, man? Hold on, I can't. Nobody really see shit. That still ain't shit. Shit, man. Hell no. You know what? This will have to do. Ain't nobody really got to see my face. All you got to do is hear my message, man, and we'll be good. Alright, but, yeah, man, I just got a real quick message today. I didn't want to make it too long, but, yeah, I've been watching a lot of shit that spreads a lot of false messages, man. I just want to say my piece on it real quick because I live this shit every day. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't pull no wool over my eyes and try and act like, people just don't know. So, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? They've been spewing off the fact that, you know, human nature is meant to, you know what I'm saying, be social, yada yada, this and that and the third, and all that shit, yeah, and all that's good, you know what I'm saying? It's science, whatever the case may be. But I also want to talk about a fact that it's okay to be alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't fucking have to be social all the time. And see, people in society act like because you're not social, that you're just fucking mental or whatever the case is. Which is why nowadays I level with people that are, you know what I'm saying, more emo or whatever the case may be, people who love solitude. I level with them more than anybody in this world because at the end of the day, after years of dealing with so many fucking conflicting personalities and so many fucked up human traits, you just want to be alone. And you just want to figure out what's your characteristics, what's your personality traits. Especially if you feel like you have the same personality traits that you fucking despise. And that's what went on with me, man. That's what started me on my solitary journey. Because I had to figure out whether I was carrying the same demons that a lot of these people were. Hell, even my family. You know what I'm saying? I have family that I ain't talked to in years just because I'm trying to get my head straight. And so what it really comes down to is people are gonna judge you. People are gonna think you're weird. People are gonna think all types of shit because people fear what they don't know. And when you're not a part of anybody's circle, when you're not all up in people's faces, when they're not sure who the fuck you are and what you do, they fear you. And that's the real reason why people like to be like, oh, don't hide yourself, blah, blah, blah. Come on, join society. That's exactly why. Because if they don't know you, they'll fear you off top. I'm very feared, and I know I am. People see me and they lock their doors, they pull the children closer as if I'm just trying to fucking snatch the child up, which I don't give a fuck about anybody's kid, to be honest. I ain't have my own child. What the fuck do I look like trying to snatch up somebody else's kid? Don't make no sense. But that's what happens, man. People walk all the way on the other opposite sides of the streets, and I'm not no bad looking dude, man. I groom myself. I'm always smelling good. I'm always looking good. So that has to be some psychosomatic shit on there, and it's nothing to do with me personally, which is why I don't take it personal. But that's why I choose to stay in solitude. Because the more people try and push you into society and try and push you into this rat race bullshit, you'll see more and more people are really full of shit. They're really like, I don't know, it's just hard to explain. They're really full of shit. Because there's absolutely nothing that makes solitude an unnatural thing. Because understand something. When cavemen were cavemen, a lot of them motherfuckers were alone. If cavemen ever existed. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers was alone. They wasn't in no caves with no women or children or none of that. The Flintstones ain't real. So, you know, Fred Flintstone damn sure wasn't in no cave with no other niggas and no dinosaurs and nothing like that. Do you understand me? None of that. Solitude is one of the best forms of healing you could ever go through. Because at the end of the day, it takes away everybody else's objectives and it just focuses on you. And that's the best thing you could do for yourself. Don't let anybody convince you that being in solitude is a bad thing. Because the more you do it, the more you'll discover yourself in a different way that you've never discovered it before. And just this past year, I've discovered just how resilient I am, just how emotionally tough I am. I don't have to prove anything to anybody, understand? Just because I went into solitude, I proved everything I needed to prove to myself. So I don't go outside with no chips on my shoulder. I don't go outside ready to compete with nobody. I don't have to. I don't have to hate on nobody. I don't have to discourage nobody. I don't have to feel hatred towards anybody because I feel love for myself. And so that love that I feel for myself, I can feel for everybody else. That's what solitude does for you. But thank y'all, man, because I just needed to get this out here, man. Solitude is not a bad thing. You can't beat being able to rewire your own brain to think the thoughts that you would love it for it to think, especially if you're a negative thinker. I mean, solitude is the best thing for you because nobody likes a negative thinker. I'm gonna just put it out there like that. They will look for ways to fucking tear you down. And it's not your fault because a lot of the times we're born into situations where we can't do nothing but think negatively. And people love to tear the negative thinker down. Even though a lot of the times it's out of their control, is what people don't understand. And if is any negative thinkers out there, man, feel free to hit my inbox, hit any social media that you may know me on, man. I'm always here and open for advice on how to maybe try and redirect your thought patterns because I've had to do all of this myself. And it's been a blessing to go through the process of being able to help myself grow. So thank you all. I love you, man. Have a great day. Peace.